Alright, hello and welcome to another live stream on the NSNR Roleplay channel as we continue to build towards No Shit, No Ranks Roleplay Grand Theft Auto 5. Open them back up, kind of just, getting the channel going again, kind of starting to talk to the people that maybe not, that just follow the channel, that are not in the server, or that are waiting to be in the server, whatever, just showing you that we're alive. I'm Caden890 on Discord in the server, and SNR, no ranks, no shit. Check the description of any video. I don't think the description copies over to live streams. I'm not sure if it does, but if not, then check the description of the channel if you want to join. Discord link should be in there, and information on the server. Today we are going to be with United in the very, 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 very foggy... Is that me that just started my engines? No. Okay. I was about to say that's not good, because that fucks up everything I was just doing. We're going to set up the aircraft here in a second. I've already kind of set it up and got it to a point where I just didn't want you guys to see because it's really not anything interesting. It's just the same shit, cold and dark state. But today in foggy Sacramento, so it's definitely going to be a low visibility takeoff. Foggy Sacramento, we're going to be going down to LA, Los Angeles, LAX. Multiple airports in Los Angeles, but like I said, we're going to LAX. Once I get the stream link in Discord, we will start here momentarily. Sound check has been complete by accident. I really hope that's not my engine. I think it's the plane next to me. My mom is actually doing this flight tomorrow. Alright, Streamlink has been sent. Sacramento to LA. What I was doing before I started, and yes, there is master caution just because I'm doing shit. We're putting in the flight plan here, so we did SEL, did that. Now we're gonna go to takeoff. Flaps for the takeoff are going to be 5. Okay, I gotta get this open, sim brief. Move that, sim brief, it's going to be, V1 speed will be 134. 13. I don't think it's as foggy in LA, I really hope not. I'll have to look ahead maybe when we get in the air to the weather there. 139 for VR. And for V2, it'll be 148. There you go, 148. Alright, we did that. We're good. Now we can go to departure and arrival. We will be taking off via the filthy, however you want to say it, FTHIL3 departure with the Frankfurt Trans. There you go. I call it Frankfurt, but it's FRA. Because Frankfurt, the airport, is FRA. Route, activate, execute. Takeoff speeds will be deleted, that's fine. Preferred interception, we do all that. And 1 limit. Takeoff, we'll come back and do this takeoff here in a second after we did the departure. So back to departure, go to index. Let me go and just clear this. Okay, arrival. Set up the arrival here. Give me 1 second, hold on. Okay. The arrival is going to be... I have to wait here, I have to see... It's none of those. It's Ermin or Redbridge, I'm not sure which one's with. Ermin right there, Ermin 2. Yeah, so we are approach right here with the trans of Redberg right here, or Redberg. And then we're going to be landing on runway 6 left. I think we actually want to do 6 right, but whatever, we'll do 6 left. Exurb, well, I don't think we need that. I execute. There we go, and then we can go to VNAV, put in our cruise altitude here, 31,000. Let me double check that. Check that way up here. Yep, 31,000. I'm checking that right here, 31,000. Right there. It says we set that. I set that earlier right before the stream. Okay, 31,000. All right, I'm gonna put that in there. And then for the target speed, we're actually gonna adjust up here. So it's gonna be the V2 speed, which was. We can go and execute this. Hold on. We can go and execute this. Let me go and see what that takeoff speed was. Go to here and one limit takeoff. I don't know what the. I'm gonna have to redo it. I forgot it. Let me do takeoff. And our V2 speed was 148. So let me do 148. 148 plus 15. I don't know that off the top of my head. Also, I just want to make sure. 163. So our speed here on the IIS will be 163. I think that's what I said. Let me double check. 148 plus 15. Yeah, 163. And barely moves the joystick. There you go. 163. And then for the V1 speed, it'll be 134. I hope we don't have to do this again, but whatever. 134, 139, 139. Taking up a lot of the runway there. And then 148. V2. There you go, we're good. I'll go back to N1 limits, make sure we did this. Yes, we did. Legs, let's make sure there's no route discontinuity or anything like that. Let me actually go and zoom this one out. Let's go like this. Let's zoom one of these out to 80 nautical miles. So see the route is not, oh, that's not. Yeah, I don't think that route continues. Or it's just not showing the right way, that's why. I'm not facing the right way, that's why it's not gonna show. Okay, so that should be good. Wait, let me just double check the legs real quick. Next page. See, right here it says route discontinuity, so let me see where we go after discontinuity. I don't know how the fuck is that. Let me see where we go after FRA Frankfurt. That's what I like to call it. We go to, okay, it's direct to Redberg. Okay. So after Frankfurt, we go direct to Redberg. And that should be, yep, FRA to Redberg. Okay, like that. And then Redberg to Stato, yep, to Dewitt, yep, to Crowe, yep. Top of descent right after Mulpit. That's how I say it. Mulpit. We got M dots in there, yep. Or no, it's Gripper, whatever that might be. Yeah, M dots, let's see that down here. Run, Erman, Simon, Based, Juice, Cliffy, Dahira, or no, yeah, Dahira, Godot, and then I think we need to change that, hold on. The vectors usually means that route ends, so let me go ahead and go to here. Let me move over here and let me see this real quick. Change this to plan. And let's look at this little plan real quick. So, yeah. So see how the route is kind of... Okay, no, never mind, it doesn't end. So now I have to do it on the side. Legs. Let's go to previous page. Back towards the end. See what that vectors is? So it might... I'm going to assume that, yeah, the route just ends, I think. Or it doesn't connect. See where it just says... Or like this, like a star, and it doesn't connect there, so we need to move that vectors down. So we need to put whatever's in front of vectors. Or we need to put actually what's behind vectors. So right here, Nathan. We need to move that up to vectors. So actually go back to the next page. We need to move that up to right there. So it should be after Gato, it should be right to vector, right to Nathan, sorry. There you go. 3,000, 1,800, 6,000. Yep, looks good. Flight level 310. We're gonna be at flight level 310 for not too long because it's a pretty short flight. And then we should be good. Alright. We're done with that. Let's go ahead and get that checklist back open. Alright, we did the FMC. Let's go and set that altimeter borrow. Let's also go and turn on that left aft fuel pump here in a second. Let me see two things real quick. The borrow. Holy shit. Give me 1 second. 30.25 for the altimeter borrow. There you go. Okay, and APU switch can go ahead and go to on, or start, I mean. Start, release, APU bleed, and go to on. APU gen switches. Why am I blanking where that's at? Oh, right here, I think. Yeah, so we're gonna have to wait to turn this on. Let me double check that that's I'm looking at the right thing. Okay, yeah, so once that light turns blue, we're gonna turn that on. Wait for that to turn on. We can probably hear it outside. Yeah, we can. Little, like oxygen, whatever the fuck is going out outside. Okay, once that APU turns on, that blue light right here will be illuminated. And then we'll go and switch those generator 1, generator 2 switches to on. While that's happening, we can probably make sure that we're good. Flight directors can go to on. And auto throttle, make sure that's off, even though we're going to turn it on later. We already set the IS altitude, it's going to be 10,000. Fuel flow, we'll set the fuel flow back to reset here in a second once this APU turns on, once that blue light illuminates. Before I forget, we can go and turn on the anti-collision lights. We can also turn on the logo light. Right, and APU is on, that blue light is illuminated, so we're going to turn both those on. That should turn off this blue light. Altitude has been set, fuel flow, now we can go and reset that fuel flow down here. Fuel rate goes to reset. Minimums are already on radio, gears down, 3 green are right here, and then we'll go and check our backup indicator right here. Should say 3 green right here as well, right next to the dome light. We don't need the dome light on since it's daytime. Speed brakes down, throttles are closed. Good. And we'll scroll down just a little bit. Engine start levers cut off. Parking brake set. Yaw damper right up here can go to on. Right here can go to on. Let me go and clear these armrests out of the way. Armrest and armrest can go out of the way. And we are ready for pushback here for departure. And no, we do not get takeoff clearance because it doesn't work in this game very well right now because it's a brand new game, so takeoff clearance does not work exactly. And also they're probably going to tell us that we're grounded because of how fucking foggy it is. You literally cannot see maybe half a mile at the most, quarter of a mile. I would think this is about a quarter of a mile at the most. Go ahead and release that parking brake. It never works the first time, but we'll see. Maybe since I released it a little earlier, maybe it will. I'm not even sure how we're going to push back out of here. I think that's grass right there, so we might just have to push. We might just have to say steer to the left immediately, like once it starts going back and clears that truck. Boeing X-ray Alpha X-ray 509 requesting pushback. Boeing X-ray Alpha X-ray 509 requesting pushback accepted, but it's not going to work. Gotta go have to just stop. Sometimes it's just finicky with the simulator, so we're going to have to press stop and then restart. I'm going to turn these on. Fuel pumps can go to on. Oh shit, that's the landing light, whoops. Sometimes the cursor's a little, whatever, external power, since the APU's on, can go to off. Anti-collision light's already on, position lights can go to steady. Left and right packs, double check that those are off. They are off. And we can go and get pushed here to the left. I might go to the, for some reason it always goes to the right then the left, I don't know why. I go, because it's going to start going to the right, I bet. Let's see if it actually works this time. Oh my god, it actually fucking went to the left. That's shocking. Hopefully we don't switch. It's good. We're at 21%, so we can go and release fuel into the engine. It might not work in the first try. We'll see. Alright, we can go and push that parking brake on. Sometimes releasing fuel into the engine for the first time for some reason doesn't work. I know it doesn't do that in the real planes, but for some reason in simulator it doesn't work. Might have to turn it off and turn it back on. There you go. Sometimes it just needs a little punch underneath. X-Ray Alpha 509. We're going to close this screen. Wait for that to go above 50%. The ground should go back to off. Any second now, that thing should go back to off. Hear a little tick. There you go. Went back to off. We can go and change that to left and change that to ground. Second engine, aka left engine, is coming on. Alright, well that's coming on. We can go ahead and go to after starting engines. First thing we're going to do is go ahead and activate that engine 2 generator switch. That light should go off. We'll go and idle that, even though it's not going to work the first time. We'll let it just sit for a minute. And then that's already on. Probe heating can go ahead and go to on. And we'll wait for the engine to start to turn on everything else. 3, 2, 1, on. Nope. Give it a minute. Something, like I said, sometimes it just doesn't work the first time. I don't know if it's like, I don't know. There you go. Sometimes it just needs to sit there for a minute. So that second engine is firing up. Left engine. Okay, we can actually go ahead and change this back to route real quick. Map. 17 left. And that taxi light can go ahead and go to auto. AP gen switch can go on. Alright, left and right packs can go to auto. Engine 1 ignition starters is off now, good. Isolation valve can also go to auto, and then these can go to on. That can go to off. AP start switch can go to off. And I think we're ready for taxi, other than just a little few things. Alright, let's go ahead and set those flaps for takeoff. It's gonna be 5 degrees. There you go, 5 degrees. Auto throttle can go ahead and be armed. It's kind of important. Runway turn-off lights, I don't think we'll need them. Wing lights on, we don't need the wing light on actually. This can go to both. Let's go ahead and make sure that yaw damper I turned on earlier, yep, good. All that's on, probes are on. Those are auto. They're good, don't lights off, so no reflections or anything. Let's go ahead and test these wipers. I have a feeling we're going to need them once we get in the clouds. There you go. And we're good for taxi. Parking brake is released. Go turn it off. Definitely not the best flying conditions, that is for damn sure. I like to stay below like 45% on the engines. If you don't know where the engine thing is, it's right here. These two top things will tell you the engine percent. Also, the bottom left, I think, is slightly off, but it tells you something. I don't know. I'm not sure what that means. I'm not sure this yellow line will lead us to the correct taxiway. I don't think it will. We'll follow it just to see. I think it actually does. I think it curves right here. Yeah, it does. And we're not going to gain clearance because the ATC is just going to say no anyways. Even though my mom can just take off. You know, whatever. A little bit on engine power since we're going to be making some turns. I also figured out from the last stream I didn't know how to put in reverse thrust, but captured actually, was playing with capture and Alex last night. We did a flight from Chicago to St. Louis, a really, really short flight, like 50 minutes. And he told me that if you hold R1 and press circle twice, that it starts reverse thrust. So that was kind of cool. And I tested it this right before I did this stream. I did have some internet difficulties, but not exactly right before, but you know. I can go ahead and turn down those engines, and I have to take a right-hand turn here, I think. Nope. I have no the fuck though. We're supposed to turn right there. God damn it. We're gonna have to do a fucking jank turn right now. Nah, should we just go around? Yeah, we'll just go around. I accidentally missed the turn. It's my fault, guys. I did not mean to miss the turn. 17 right was supposed to be to the other side. Well, it says right. There's no taxiway that way. I think, yeah, it's behind me, so. I accidentally missed the turn. Maybe I could hold all the way left and make this. Yeah, I can make this turn, I think. Oh, what did I just activate? Oh, that's not what I meant. Oops. Let's do back to here. Okay, I can make this turn, fuck yeah. Got an Airbus A321 going out. That would be like a Delta plane or something. It actually had a livery. This game has not come out with all the liveries yet. There's still Southwest, Delta, Legion, all the stuff that they need to come out with. There isn't a Legion. I saw an Legion earlier though at I think it was Arizona or LAX or something. So they are. That usually means that they're going to come out with it. And there's also a bunch of planes that they still have to come out with. The marketplace is actually down right now because they're probably doing an update for New Year's. Alright, sorry, I had to do a little jank turn there because we overshot the fucking taxiway because I was not paying. That's also kind of hard to see, so you got to kind of bear the fuck with me. But you know, taxi lights literally do nothing in this thick of fog. But this is based off of real time and real weather, by the way, so this is actually what it looks like in Sacramento right now, which kind of sucks. There was like a point where literally a month straight we did not have sun. It was insane. Slow down just a little bit for this turn. Have to reduce that engine power down back to 45% since we're not making a turn no mo. No mo. Again, we are going from Sacramento SMF to Los Angeles, LAX. Los Angeles, the city of angels. Let's go ahead and make sure I do all that. Good. Go ahead and start doing this before takeoff checklist here in a minute. Oh shit, not mean to hit that button. Whoops. Go ahead and start slowing down for this turn. Don't want to rear end the plane in front of us, even though it's an AI. They make these turns fucking hella slow and hella weird. Okay, why are you stopping in the middle of the fucking taxiway? Why are you fucking there? God damn, I don't know why the hell you're stopping in the middle of a fucking taxiway. Like, what the fuck?
Southwest 1864, hold position.
So you can see that there's Southwest, like, codes, but they're not liveries yet. So that probably tells you that they're going to come out with a Southwest livery. There is Spirit, that's kind of cool. They have an A320 and an A321 Spirit. There's another bot behind us. He might just fly right through us, because that's kind of how this game thinks it works, but it's not. It's the first time I've actually taken off from 17 left in a real flight. I've usually always done 17 right, so I mean, it's not really much of a difference, but. And like I said, approach I'm somewhat good at, and then the landings I still have not nailed. Which is funny, because me and Alex did a landing yesterday, and he fucking nailed it, so that's just great. Just don't know what the fuck I'm doing, I guess. We can go ahead and set those to continuous. Auto brakes can go to RTO. Position lights can go ahead and go to steady and that. And then landing lights will come on here shortly. Hopefully this is not our turn. Let me slow down, I think it is. No, is it? No, it's not. Oops. Okay, we're good. Probably need to slow down just a little bit because it is hella foggy. Alright, and then down here, we're gonna have to do this probably when we stop because it's kind of dangerous. Can't see her because I'm in that mode. So the other stuff we're gonna have to wait till we actually stop because we have to do RTO. Or no, I think I already did RTO. We have to do landing lights, and pretty much everything else we have to do when we stop. Go and slow down because we're making our turn to get on the runway. Yeah, this is we're lining up on runway 17 to the left. Alright, we're lining up here on runway 17 left for takeoff. Flight time of 1 hour and I think, or it said actually, I think 50 minutes or something like that. Let's see. Let me double check the flight time. Flight time of 1 hour and 13 minutes. So not much different from San Diego. San Diego is 1 hour 15, but that's probably also more because headwind and shit, I don't know. We'll have to hold short of runway 17 left because we got like 4 things to do before we take off. But also brief real quick, or just make sure we debrief one last time. We do have an aircraft coming behind us that looks like an Embraer 175. Maybe not, actually, that might be a Boeing, I don't know. It looks small though. Okay, go and turn down that engine power all the way. I'm not going to be exactly lined up on the taxiway, that's fine. And we can go and stop right here. Perfect. Alright, let's go ahead and activate that parking brake. If I can, there you go. Go ahead and go into cursor mode and get all ready for takeoff. I gotta put this to TA/RA. Heading bug is gonna be 170. Oh, that's too high. Or too low, I mean. 17. Fuck, so fucking, there you go. So, whatever. VNAV and LNAV are activated. Landing lights go to on. And then that is not what we want to do. Is just double check this. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, good. Alright, and I believe we're ready. Just debrief again. In flight. Takeoff. Clock. Let's go ahead and start that clock. Whenever we start to taxi. Thrust levers good, 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 good. Okay. Alright, and parking brake is released. We're getting cut off by a plane right now, that's fine. You might as well do a little fun, little fire test thing. Alright, parking brake is released. I'm ready for taxi. I'm kind of wait for this plane to take off first. Flaps, let me double check that I set those flaps. Flaps are 5, good. Alright, we can go ahead and start taxiing onto the runway here. Got another plane taking off in front of us that we already can't see because of the visibility. That's insane. Hopefully when we get up above cruise altitude 31,000 feet today. Hopefully when we get closer to cruise that's a little bit smoother. Once I start turning, I'll start that clock. I guess we can just start it now. Starting clock. It just tells us how long we have on the flight pretty much. I'm not sure why, that's interesting. Well, I guess we're still turning, so. Alright. Okay, ready for takeoff. Landing lights are on. We're good. I'm not sure where the fuck that purple thing is going. But, oh, okay, so zoomed out. Okay. Alright, and takeoff power is set. We're looking for 139, I believe, or around there. Airspeed is alive. Use L2 and R2 for the rudder to stay on the runway. 80 knots. Toga! Fucking hate when they say that. It's so fucking dumb. Alright, thick fog and V1 and rotate. Positive brake, gear up. Make sure that altitude stays increasing. We're good on the takeoff, we're completely fine. And we're at 400. And autopilot is engaged. See if the autopilot does its thing here. Autopilot, okay, good. Altitude is increasing, turn has started. Zero visibility. Can hardly see the ground there off the left side. Actually, no, we cannot see the ground, that's just shit. Let's go ahead and put those flaps back to 0. 0. I kind of forgot to turn on that fasten seatbelt sign. We're getting thunder, I think, in our screen here. Yeah, it's on. Okay, good. Alright, altitude is increasing. Looks good. I don't know why the fuck the map is doing that. Altitude seems to be increasing, so we should be good. Top climb is a long way out. I can probably zoom this out a little bit. Or zoom this in, I mean. 20 nautical miles should be fine. Coming out of the clouds here on United. Off a runway in Sacramento. Finally fucking being able to see. You can see how thick this fucking fog is. Literally zero visibility. Very, very thick fog. Barely see the ground right now. We're at 3,000 feet, so very, very thick fog, but once you get to the sky, very nice airplane. Let's go ahead and make sure I'm doing everything I need to real quick on the climb. Altitude set, flaps good. Gonna turn off that auto brake selector back to off. Not above 10,000, or else I would turn off those landing lights, but we can turn these engine 1 ignitions to off. Engine 1 start switches, you want to call them to off. And then altimeter bar, once we get above 10,000, I'll go ahead and set that to standard. Yeah, should be good. Just gotta wait for it to turn off those landing lights once we get above 10,000, and then we'll set that altimeter bar back to standard when we're above 10,000 as well. It looks like that map's going back on good. So that green little line over here on the right side should be our top of climb there. Controls are obviously out of my right now, so I'm just letting the autopilot do its thing. Climbing up to cruise altitude of 31,000 feet. Not much to see outside the cabin other than some really cool cloud structures. Got a person over there, F-18, 45 miles away. You can see his name tag. Sacramento there behind us, but not much to see because it's really clouded. Really, really cool though. Cloud structures in this game are pretty damn cool. I admit that. That's a mix of like dark, just fog and actual clouds. Right, and we're going and clear ourselves up to 31,000 feet. 31,000. There you go, 31,000, and we can go and hit altitude intervention. And above 10,000, I'm going to turn off those landing lights. And we can set the altimeter bar right here to standard. That's the quit. totally forgot to turn off that taxi light. We can go and turn that off. Make sure all these lights look good across the board. They do. Not seeing anything out of the ordinary. Should be good. You can see back here, these indicator greens have turned off. That means the landing gear was up successfully. And like I always say, I stay in cursor mode just so I don't accidentally steer the fucking plane. Because if I accidentally move the left joystick, then it might just bounce the aircraft around. It's unrealistic, so. Once we get a little bit higher, I'm going to go blow my nose. Kind of want to make sure that autopilot. For the first 25,000 feet, that's usually when the autopilot's going to do some stupid shit. Or when you're into consent. Usually when you're at cruise altitude, the autopilot will be fine. But this obviously is a simulator, so sometimes the autopilot does do some pretty stupid shit. Alright, so our goal for this flight is just to do a successful fucking landing, because I've not done a successful landing yet. So we just need to make sure the approach is good, the altitude, I don't fucking forget this time to hit altitude intervention whenever we get down there. Make sure to know how to slow down the aircraft. I do know how to turn on the fucking reverse thrust now. I'm pretty much teaching this all by myself. I taught myself how to fly this all by myself, pretty much. Obviously, some YouTube videos help. I did shout out some guys last stream, so make sure to go check that out, because those guys do deserve a lot of credit on YouTube. If you want to learn how to fly, he says basic tutorial, but really he explains everything you need to know. I mean, there's not... Obviously, I don't know how to restart an engine if it fails, blah, 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 blah. I actually do know how to put down the landing gear if it's not going to go down. Right here, the little flap down here. If you open it, it's kind of cool. You can see the, Fuck, did I just unlock one? God damn it, no. That's not what I meant to do. That's why you don't open that. You don't mess with things. Sit still and shit, like, yeah. That's, hopefully it's not fucking down. Maybe we have one landing gear down. Okay, good. That did not work. Good. Okay. That is not what I wanted, but yeah, I know how to do that at least. That's one thing I do know how to do. If we have an emergency, well, I don't even think I have emergencies turned on, so. We'll go and do like our little attendance call that they do on ascent, even though they usually do it a lot earlier, but. And since this is a pretty short flight, I'm actually going to start briefing myself on the descent there. So I'm going to flight planner. We'll go to search. Go to K. LAX. LAX. I'm going to go back to cursor mode. We'll go, gotta go to charts here, go to approach, runway 6 left, I think that's the runway we're using on. Let me double check on my computer, sim brief, what I use, 6 left, yep, LAX 6 left, ILS relocalizer 6 left, so the little thing, I wish we could zoom in, I think we can actually. You know, I don't know. Usually R2 does, but... Alright, so we zoom in. The localizer that we're going to tune into is 108.5. It's a pretty straightforward approach, I think. It's not very We're actually gonna be landing from the opposite side today because reverse ops, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. Let me double check that that's actually what my sim brief has. I think we're actually landing. Yeah, we're actually not landing from reverse. No, we're this. No, yeah, no, we're landing normal. Okay. Even though I don't know, here it kind of shows normal, but whatever. Okay, I'm assuming it's the same. Let's see. I don't really see any altitude. Maybe here. Okay, here we go. 3,600. Nathan, we over to 3,600, and I'll reset it to 1,800. We want to be that by when we get to Allison, and after that, I'll pretty much just hand fly it in. Not hand fly it, but no, whatever. So I don't want to activate it until well after Allison, like right before I'm about to land. And I'll just pretty much just have to hit. I'll have to hit autopilot disengage, and then I'll have to turn off the auto throttle. Just make sure to keep that speed down. So I like to, for some reason, whenever I take controls, I like to give it too much speed, and we've already seen what happens in the last stream. We're coming up here, I believe, to our top of descent. Or top of ascent, sorry, a top of climb, I mean, what the fuck am I gonna call it? We're reaching one of our big waypoints, Filthy, and then we're gonna have a right-hand turn coming up at, what is that, Reedy? Shit. OD, RD, Greedy, whatever. Alright, we're about 25,000, so I'm gonna go ahead and just shut up. And when we get to top of climb, we'll talk, do our climb level checklist, talk over the, this real quick. I'm also gonna go blow my nose, so I'll be right back. But enjoy, I'll put outside view on, and I'll be back momentarily. You know what, fuck it, I'll do this one. I'll go back here if it lets me, and say, okay, well, it will let me. We'll do a little wing view while I go to the blow my nose. Sorry, it's nice and slow. Is it 22 where that's the good view with the 2? Yeah, it is. I'll be back in just a minute. I'm back. I don't know why the hell I always get an urge to fucking cough whenever I get back. But I am. Alright, I'm going to head back to the pilot. And I think we're good. I don't think we need to do anything when we get to cruise. We'll keep that up. Here. Climb already good. Cruise altitude. We'll go ahead and check the FMCs, make sure that we're good. We'll go to legs. Make sure there's no problems with this. So, flight level 3 so when we get to Crowe, before Crowe is when we're going to be our top of descent, so we can probably see it if we zoom this out. Let's go ahead and zoom this out real quick and we'll look at where our top of descent is at. Top of descent is going to be, maybe not, still got a little to go. Let's zoom it out to 160 nautical miles. I think I see it right there, very edge. So right before Crowe. So you can see we're only going to lose 2,000 feet between top of descent and Crowe, so that means we're going to start it right before Crowe. A little bit after Dewey, pretty much in between Dowu and Crowe will be our top of descent, where we start our descent. Again, we're only at 31,000 feet. Let's just double check that on here. Yeah, 31,000 feet, we're good. And then approach. Like I said, I already kind of briefed myself on it. Let's do something real quick. Where's Nathan at? Nathan. Sorry, so Nathan, it's a little bit off here, but Nathan, we're going to be at flight level 3600 for Nathan. Okay, and then Allison 1800. Okay, yeah, perfect. And then runway 6 left will be at 163 feet, which we set on the thing. I hope. Let me make that. I think for some reason I feel like I put 200, which is not right. Let's make sure I put that right. Yeah, okay, 150. Round down or round up to the nearest thing, whatever. I feel like the wind screen might be a little bit dirty. I don't know. It's not going to clean, I don't think. Might as well do it. It's fucking for shits and giggles. And I have flown once in the rain, and it was pretty. I didn't really notice the difference in performance-wise, at least. We are indeed at cruise altitude. And then we'll turn whenever we get there. We'll turn those to continuous. The landing lights going below 10,000, and then we'll have to set all this shit once we're below 10,000. If we do got time. If we got time until that happens, I'll go ahead and put it on descent so it's ready. Just in case we have a malfunction, I forget, or we're all dolled up. We are, okay, never mind. Alright, I'll shut up and just, we'll wait until we get to top descent, which is going to be probably about, let's see, we've been in flight for 22 minutes, so I'd say probably 20-30 minutes until we're at top descent. I would guess, that's not, don't quote me, but I would guess about 20 to 30 minutes, so. Alright, we'll see you then. Alright, just gonna check our overhead panel here, make sure we're all green on everything, no red. Expanding this on this channel, I want to like actually explore the world, do thousands of fucking flights, because I obviously am obsessed with Flight Simulator, so yeah, you know. But I do plan on extending this like series a lot longer, so I'll actually have like flight number blank, like, and the flight number will be the number of flight we're doing. And I'll do a bunch of different flights, hopefully with more liveries and stuff. I have a bunch, like I have thousands of planned flights that I've just done and put down over the years. Like, oh, that's a cool flight I've seen on Flight Radar or whatever. So a bunch of flights to look forward to in the future that I'll do. Or maybe I'll do some in-flight giveaways too. It gets really big. Not even really big, just decently big. So like that makes people actually watch the entire flight. Obviously it won't be a really long flight. Like maybe Hawaii to Honolulu to Sacramento. I'm definitely going to do that flight eventually because I've done that flight multiple times in real life. But whenever I check the overhead panel in MedFly, I'm just looking for any red. Make sure these 4 things are green. Let the landing gear is off. Everything up here is good. There's a little test button right here that we can do. I'll show you guys. Just lights up. It's kind of cool. I don't know. Test. Lights up. And then obviously the coolest test button is obviously the fire test switch. That will tell you if you have a fire in your engines. And then if you do, you're gonna have to release some fire shit. I'm pretty sure if you, yeah, so stand by, yeah, I'm pretty sure like this will extinguish it. You can also test this, I think. Make sure those turn on both things. So that's kind of cool. And then there's other test switches like up here. There's this test that, and that's the voice recorder. Like there's other test shit. That's kind of cool. Like over here, there's stall warning. Or airspeed warning, whatever you want to call it, and stall warning right here. Which I happen to hear those quite a bit during my... Okay, that's why you don't press shit! Fuck. Okay, okay, that's just some autopilot malfunction. That's not my fault. Okay, let's get back on track here. Somehow we stayed at 31,000 feet, which is good, but... Let the hand fly until it gets back on the flight path. I think if I let go now, it should get back on the flight path for me. Yeah, there we go. It's starting to get back on the flight path, I think. Top of the sun coming up. There you go. I don't know. That was just an autopilot bug. That also might have been me fucking with buttons, which I probably shouldn't be doing in mid-flight, but you know. I don't think a fucking warning button should, you know, indicate that, but you know. Let's see if it'll turn left here and actually line up with the thing, or if it's just deadlocked. I think it's deadlocked. Oh, no, okay, it is turning a little bit very, very slowly left. So, alright, so autopilot's back working again. So we had a little bug. Let's go ahead and zoom this in just a little bit. Go ahead and turn that on. Actually, that might have been me moving the fucking joystick. I don't know. 180 nautical miles. There you go. Zoom that just a little bit. Just so we can kind of get an idea for how far that top of descent is, which I'm pretty sure we've already done the ILS stuff, so this stuff is just waiting to be transferred. As you can see, if I hit this button, it would swap active and whatever. I think if I did it now, I don't even think it would do anything, but... Descent. We can go ahead and turn that fasten seatbelt sign off, just for that. I kind of forgot to do it whenever we get to cruise, but obviously it doesn't really matter. It's just, oh shit, that's not what I did. No, what the fuck does that do? Oh. Okay, either way, it doesn't matter. That's the fucking cockpit voice recorder. I think we'll be alright. It's a simulator. Alright, fasten seatbelt sign, I want to go to off. There you go. I was supposed to turn it on, off a long time ago, but, you know. RFU, welcome to the stream. How is your day going? RFU, A-R-I-F-U. I'm not sure how to say it. RFU, I think. on. Straight, yep, I think we're going to make that turn. Yes, we are. And then, let's see actually what altitude I should probably set that initial altitude to. Let's see, 6,000. Let's see like what, let's go to legs real quick and look at, let's just reset legs. Stat is going to be our next thing. As you can see, Crowies when we start to descend. Need to be below 290 or above 260 flight level. So next page, we'll probably just set it to run 14,000 feet. So yeah, I'll just set it to whenever we're at the top of descent, we'll set it to 14,000. We should see our top of descent come up here shortly on this little thing right here. Not shortly, but in a little bit. In a minute. A little bit, a minute, for the same thing. We're just cloud covered right now, flying over central California. Nevada off there to the left. Way out there, not quite, you can't even see it. There's haze and shit, you can't really see that far. And the clouds, so it doesn't really help. I gotta turn on my game sound real quick, so just give me 2 seconds. Video, turn it down, just like 2. Again, if you guys are interested in joining the GTA 5 roleplay server, the link is in the description of the YouTube channel. You can also find our TikTok and us on our roleplay community. The fucking frog that's outside of my house, I can hear it. Our fucking house, for some reason, like it's a frog fucking land in this area of where I live. There's frogs fucking everywhere, I don't know what it is. Starting the left-hand turn there. Slight adjustment. And then our top of descent is coming up, I believe. Yep, right after this next turn is going to be our top of descent right there. Okay, I also just put a Discord link in the chat if you guys want to join. Copy and paste that message, or if you're on a computer, you should be able to click it. Let's see how long we've been flying. 38 minutes, so it looks like we're right on time. Started descent here in about 5 minutes, I would say. Even though I said 10 to 20 minutes a while ago, and I think it's been longer. Actually, it's probably been closer to 20 minutes, so maybe I'm right. Hopefully you guys all had a good Christmas. It was pretty routine Christmas. I'm not saying it was a bad Christmas. It was very fun for me, but it was pretty routine Christmas for me. Not much, no routine change, which is fine. I love when it's just, you know, family. Nothing really to shade about. Get it? Because I just pulled down the sunshade. Alright, whatever. Stupid. Go ahead and check all these. Make sure they're all pushed back. I don't even know if these are pushable in the simulator. Okay, no, they're not. Okay, no, these are all not pushable. That'd be fucking insane if these were all pushable. 31,000 feet from Sacramento to Los Angeles. Los Angeles. Do a few more outside shots here before we hit our top descent. Another cool shot is like sometimes like above, kind of like seeing it glide. Looks like we're starting our turn here, so we're gonna have to start descent here in a minute, but we'll kind of do a little top shot. It's kind of cool to hear like above the wind and shit. Alright, we're pretty much almost reached our top of descent here. And by the way, this is not a real route that, this is not a real route that United does. It's mainly a Southwest route. They do have a route, but they don't use the Boeing 737. They use a, Embraer, I think. Embraer 175. Go and put this legs page back to like reset, just so it's next leg and show. It's for some reason not working, so we'll just have to do it manually. Or not manually, but in the non-cursor mode, even though it's literally impossible, so I have to go to cursor mode. Fuck, god damn it, work. Legs. Yeah, damn it. Legs. There you go. So go back to page 1. And once we see that top of descent on that thing, we'll go ahead and set the altitude down to 14,000. We're not going to hit altitude intervention yet, though. 14,000 feet. And then when we get to... I need to double check this, actually, I don't know. When we get to... run is when we need to change it to, what does that say? Need to change it to, need to change it to, I'm not seeing it, 3,600, and then we reset it to 1,800 once we get to 3,600. So 14,000, we're actually going to hit that top of descent, so we're going to go ahead and altitude intervention it once we cross it. So it's going to be 14,000 a run, 3,600 to Nathan, 1,800 Allison. And altitude intervention. Start that descent. I should have this stuff for some reason. It's not. Oh, I started that a little bit earlier. What the fuck was that green thing? I don't know what the hell that was. So I don't think it's going to start until we're actually at top of descent. And then we should see some other pyrotechnics pop up. Yep, okay, there you go. That means that descent's starting right here. When this stuff pops up, that means that you're starting your descent. So again, 14,000 to run, 3,600 to Nathan, 1,800 to Allison, and then after Allison, I'll take over the flight controls. And R1 circle circle for reverse thrust. That's all I need to remember. That's all I don't need. That's all I don't know how to do. All right, continuous on the engine start levers or ignition. I'm gonna need that checklist opens to make sure I do everything right. Descent altitude is good. Fasten seatbelt sign can go to auto. We'll do a quick little flight thing. And folks, and the two of us are from the flight deck here on United Airlines. We have just started our descent into Los Angeles International Airport. Should be on the ground in about 20 minutes or so, so please make sure your seatbelts are securely fastened throughout the whole duration of the flight in until we're stopped at the gate until the fasten seatbelt sign has been turned off. Now you have a choice when it comes to airlines, so thank you for choosing United Airlines. When we're on the ground, welcome to Los Angeles. Alright, little flight fucking announcement, there it is. Alright, then we just gotta wait till we get down near 10,000 and we'll start this approach checklist. And then the first thing we'll do when we get down to 10,000 is turn on those landing lights. Just need to make sure that our rate of descent kind of matches the legs here. Let me reset it real quick just so it's back to the first page. So we need to be at flight level 230 when we cross MUPT, which should be about where we're going to be at. Remember we're supposed to be at 2900. We're flight level 290 when we cross that first waypoint, which we have, as you can see at the bottom right, the altitude we have achieved. And then if you look here, the purple diamond is right in the middle of the thing there, and then the purple little diamond is on here, so that tells you that we're on the flight, that we're correctly following the flight path via the altitude. And obviously LNAV and VNAV are still going to help us monitor that. Little check of the overhead panel, make sure everything's good, nothing's moved. All this stuff is good, fuel pumps are still on, continuous. All these are good. I could have turned off the taxi light when we were at cruise, but it's fine. Landing lights are going to go on here momentarily. That's good. IRS mode is still nav. All that stuff looks good back there. I hope this fucking plane does not start doing some dumb shit. I can already fucking kind of start feeling it. I think it's starting to do its thing. The fuck, every time I fly, it does some stupid shit, and it's starting to do it, I think. I don't know what it does. It literally does it to nobody else but me. The wings are bouncing like it's starting to do it. Is this not auto or something? I have no idea, dude. Like, it starts bouncing and shit. I don't know why it does that. I literally could not tell you why the fuck it does that. Like, I literally am following the checklist. You guys saw me. I literally am starting the checklist from start to finish. Cruise altitude. Let's see if I anything I fucked up there. No. Approach. No. Oh, it's probably because I'm going too fast airspeed, so. Let me turn this on. I see, and it won't let me turn on the fucking airspeed thing ever. I don't get it. And 1. Okay, speed's on. There you go. Maybe not. Speed intervention. Need to turn this way the fuck down. There you go, 250 knots. Maybe it'll work this time, I don't know. 251 knots. Looks like the speed's already starting to slow down a little bit. Because we're going way too fast, that's the thing. Speed mode is on. Let me hit that speed intervention button again, maybe? No, that didn't help. 229 knots. So it needs to go down to 250. Like, see how I'm adjusting it? It's just 280 is fine. 277, whatever. Okay, so I'm not getting full. We can also go ahead and set our minimum to 2,500. It's fucking fanatic-y as shit. It's hard to set this. Ugh, fuck, this is so annoying. It just chooses when, okay, there we go. There you go, 2,500. Make sure that's radio. And make sure this says radio. I don't think I need to set it on both sides. Yeah, I think it sets it on both sides automatically. There's a person out there, TTV Swift. Alright, and landing light, oh no, about 10,000 in mine. Let's make sure we're still on that flight path. Which we are, we're good. Looks like it's a little bit clearer in LA, not as foggy. Alright, make sure that fasten seatbelt sign's on real quick. And we should be good for everything else in that checklist. Yep, it is on. We're good. We'll do a little attendance call thing since we're about to be below 10,000. And we're gonna go in the clouds. And, oh, maybe not. What the the slash just fucking disappeared. What the hell? Starting our turn here to get lined up on the runway. I think we're gonna be able to see the airport down here on the right. Maybe not, I don't know. We probably won't be able to see it because of the clouds, but it's over to the right there. They're right in front of us, actually, I think. Yeah, it's right in front of us, I think. I don't know. At nighttime, it's actually a lot easier to tell where the airports are, believe it or not. Let's see if that speed come down. Yeah, it is. A little bit down, not all the way, but it's 280 knots. It's better than fucking 350 going, trying to land and shit. They can go and set that speed brake to armed. You know, I think it should be waiting on here, I think. Let me see real quick. Armed. I might have just hoped it got down to 277 though, little speed brake there. Alright, auto brake, we'll do auto brake 3 since I'm just trying to get a successful landing. I'm not really worrying about that shit. And then let's see where we're at. We're supposed to be a lot lower, so we're gonna clear us down. 230, what is it, 3,500 I think it was. So we're actually high on the approach right now. So hopefully it fucking corrects itself. I kind of missed that, that was my fault. 9,000, okay, so I mean, we're not very behind. Flight level 132. Starting our turn here a little bit. If we increase the rate of descent, it would not hurt anyone, I don't think. We have 2.5 nautical miles, so you know, I'm not gonna make that, I don't think. Yeah, we will. Yeah, we will. So we're actually on course. Alright, altimeter borrow, and then we're just gonna leave it at standard. Approach altitude, we're good. We can go ahead and change this, the nav. We're gonna change it on both sides. Change that and change that. Okay, speed, VAP. Set the final approach speed, we're good. We're going to bring it down a little bit more to 250 or so. Let's make sure we're still on that. We're good, perfect. What the fuck? That guy's an idiot. Alright, flaps, we'll set in just a minute. We can go turn on those landing lights, it's bugging me, so. Okay, what the fuck? I turn on the landing lights, it's like I fucking turn on a fucking submarine that just popped inside of the fucking aircraft. It's supposed to be at 9,000? Or 9,000 or above, I guess, but whatever. Base, we still have 7 miles though, so we're on track, I think. Let me turn this up a little bit, so I think it has to go a little bit faster for it to descend. We're back to like 278-ish speed I mentioned. 242, that's not what we want. 277. We gotta speed it up just a little bit just so we can actually go down. Because if we don't have it too high, then we won't even be able to go down. I do not think that's working. Which, I mean, I'm not complaining that we're slowing down, but we're not decreasing fast enough. We need to be going faster, not slower. What the fuck is this doing? Is speed mode off or something? No, it's on. 224. That needs to go up to like 260 at least. I don't know. Whatever. We're not at the right altitude. Again. I don't know what the fuck is going on. We're way above, I think. Oh yeah, we're way below actually. What the fuck? I don't think that's right. There's no way. See, this is what I mean. Like my approaches just get fucked by just dumb shit. Like stupid shit that should not be happening. Baptist, we're supposed to be at flight level, okay, 1056. That's not horrible, I guess, but I wish it would actually like go down though. We're not decreasing altitude. We're just staying. I don't know why. We're not fucking. I'm not trying to hold altitude and shit. Like what the fuck, and the speed is just not working whatsoever. We're going way too fucking slow. Yeah, we're going way too slow. We're gonna start stalling here fucking soon because it's not wanting to follow the fucking selected speed I have for some reason. Like right there, have the selected speed. I don't think speed mode's on. It has to be off. Yeah, it's not on, and it won't turn on whenever I want it to. Neither of these things will turn on for some fucking reason. Okay, there you go. It's on. I adjust it to 259. Speed intervention, as you should, and then it doesn't work. I don't know. I don't know, is what I would say. I don't know. One of my favorite sayings. We have to go faster to go down. Like, that's the problem. Like, look, we're already about to fucking line up on the runway. Why is it not letting me move the fucking camera? There you go. We're getting a stall warning right there. Because we're going so fucking slow. And it's only going down. I don't, like... Why is the speed not increasing? I've hit it fucking, now what, 8 times? You guys have seen me hit... I'm literally hitting the speed intervention button. We're at landing speed right now. And okay, also the autopilot is not working. Go ahead and turn and get this fucking bitch. Just don't turn right. We're gonna have to redo this fucking approach again. Because this stupid ass game doesn't want to follow the fucking speed that I'm giving it. I mean, you guys can clearly see I'm giving it a speed, but it's not wanting to follow it. Let's make sure we don't fall too close behind. What altitude we have to be at real quick? On 8,000. Landing lights are on. We're good. Yes, and clearly see that I don't know, it just fucked, this game just fucks me. Okay, that scared me for a minute. We're above the water now. We're gonna have to do quite the turn here to just get back on the flight path, because this dumbass game doesn't want to follow the speed that I'm giving it. Go ahead and pull up here a little bit, just so we don't go any further down. Yeah, so this game just fucking hates me, I guess. It just doesn't want to go the speed that I'm telling it to go. So it starts doing this roll shit. It starts doing the stall warnings. It starts doing literally everything. It does not want to follow the speed that I'm giving it. Literally, it just doesn't. It will not. It won't work. You guys can see speed mode is activated. I've selected a speed. Like, I don't know, 270 is good enough to just like to get below 10,000. I hit speed intervention, and then it just turns off. And it goes back to normal. Which actually it is at 288 knots right now, but... We're hella low right now, so I gotta be careful. Just trying to turn so we can get back aligned with this fucking flight path. But now it wants to follow the fucking speed whenever it's not being an idiot. I don't know why the hell it wanted to decrease speed. Nothing told it to decrease. Like, no system in the fucking plane just automatically tells it to decrease speed. That's not how a fucking airplane works. And now it's just going fucking nosedive mode. Gotta love it. There's not one system on this plane that told it to start slowing down. I could see it right in front of me. Like that. I gotta. It's still rolling, saying that we're going too fast, even though we're not. We're going 280 knots. That's like normal flight speed. Almost back on this flight path here. Let's increase this turn just a little bit. Right at the altitude that we need to be. And then we can go ahead and do... I wish I could go in fucking the mode I want to, but it won't let me. Stop moving. There you go, and then hit execute. LNAV should follow that. See if it does. It will not. Gotta go heading selection mode and back to LNAV, I think. Heading selection, back to LNAV. Let me go heading selection. It's actually still on heading selection off. LNAV. LNAV is just not wanting to take over. Let me go heading. So fuck no. Heading selection. LNAV off. There we go. Bam. Bam. Okay, and then we go execute. LNAV on. It's just not wanting to follow the flight plan. I have no, like nobody, I don't know. Like I said, Alex Lee just did this last night and it worked perfectly fine. So this game clearly knows what the fuck it's doing. I must be doing something wrong, even though I don't know what the fuck I'm doing wrong. I could not tell you. I'm following the exact checklist one, but like I said, this is learning live stream, so not supposed to be a fucking expert. But I apparently can't even get the damn flight plan right, even though it's right. It's just not wanting to follow it. I don't know. There's no way that it's fucked up this many times in a row, and Alex just does it one time and it fucking works. Like, what the fuck? So I'm just gonna have to manually put it back on the flight plan. We actually gotta go up a little bit. We gotta be at 8,000-ish. I might just have to hand fly it in because this is not gonna work because the stupid ass LNAV does not work. And the speed does not work and the LNAV does not work. So, love it. Two most important fucking systems with autopilot do not work. We turn it off. Let's see it's on. Like, let's see if I stop it. If I stop flying it, if it'll fly to the fucking point, even though there's no route that's given. Let's try it again. Execute. And execute. See if it'll follow that route. It's following something. I'm not sure it's following the fucking route though. It's just nosediving. Yeah, no, it's just nosediving. It's not following the route. Fucking disgusting. I want to fix your game. Because I don't think a fucking aircraft of $80 million is not going to follow a fucking flight plan. It's just not going to happen. It's not like it's perfect fucking weather too. It's not like it's in zero visibility. Like there should be no malfunctions in a fucking system. The game is clearly fucked. So I don't know. I don't even think it's operator error. I think it's literally just game error. This next waypoint I need to be at 8,000, which I am well below. Need to go up.
Approaching minimums.
Yeah, that's not good. We need to go up to 8,000. Let's see if we do something real quick. Go this way. Damn it. Fucking work, idiot. I have no idea, dude. It's just not wanting to work. We're at 5,000. We're well above where we need to be. You need to go up. Right. I'm just gonna have to hand fly it in. I honestly have no other idea how to do it if it's not gonna want to listen to me. It literally, this game is just saying, fuck you. The flight plan is just there's no point to even spend hours doing a fucking flight plan. Because this game does not want to follow it. LNAV does not work. Heading selection mode doesn't work. Turning it back and on, whatever. It's just going to keep going straight. And LNAV. Although the flight plan, please. It is not hard. It should not be rocket science. It's literally just flying straight. The runway, the airport is down there somewhere. Oh, it's right there, I see. So we're gonna need, if it fucking lets me go inside the cockpit, holy fuck. Okay, we're at 180 knots, so I mean, we're at the fucking speed we need to be. That's the start. Fuck. 6, so we need to make this 6 degrees. Or no, this 6 degrees for the approach. Of course, I mean. I feel like it's following now, because I wasn't really following it there. Just follow the fucking flight plan, idiot. It's not hard. Cannot be this fucking rocket science. Execute. Let me do altitude intervention, see if that'll help. I forgot to hit execute, whoops. Let's see if this helps. Or if it's just gonna keep flying straight. If it doesn't make this turn, then that means it's just gonna keep flying straight. We're at 6,000, we're well below 6,000. Already did that. Speed, final approach speed, good. Flaps, need to go to 15. Well, let me set the flaps, there you go. 15. It's not gonna let me set it because it's fucking being retarded. I'm going too fast, I think. Yeah, I'm going too fast to set it. I'm going too slow, I don't fucking know. I'm not going fast, so that's definitely not it. I'm going 100. There you go. 15 degrees. There you fucking go. It is definitely not following this goddamn flight plan, so I'm gonna have to turn left by myself. The next altitude I need to be at is like 1800-ish. Auto brake selector has been set. We're good. Speed brakes armed. Gears not down yet. No, it has to be down here in a second. We're going down way too fast. We're way low. I fucking heard you. Shut up. God damn, dude. I fucking hate this shit. I don't know why the autopilot just stops working whenever it wants to. And it won't reactivate either. So, go ahead and disengage that autopilot because it's not doing shit other than fucking me up. We're hand flying this bitch in. And for once, I'm actually not going above the fucking speed I need to go. So maybe this is a good thing. I don't fucking know. We are way too fucking low though, so we're gonna have to increase thrust a lot. Just so I can at least maintain speed and not go down or go up a little bit. So I'm gonna have to just sacrifice speed for fucking, I'm still going down, so I gotta go up. Again, I was not planning on having to hand fly this in, so I would have been more prepared if I knew that the autopilot was gonna fuck up for the 12th time in a row. Alright, we can go and start turning. Turn on that fucking approach mode. You gotta go way up, this is just, we're way too low. And turn. I'm just gonna use fly. Disconnect, let me just pause real quick, just so I can fucking, don't mind, this is, again, I'm just learning, so, just learning, because this game doesn't know how to make an autopilot fucking go up. Yeah, we're dead. Holy fuck, descend! I'm fucking only giving it fucking the entire power of the fucking plane, holy shit. This is not legit, oh my god, this fucking game is so shit. It doesn't even follow a flight plan that you give it. It's just ridiculous. Even though I did everything right. You saw the speed just for some reason fucking tanks. Or it goes up actually. It goes way too fucking high. I see the runway over there. Which I am not even close to fucking aligned with it. The speed is surprisingly not increasing, which is a fucking somewhat of a good thing. The fucking, yeah, the rudder is stuck left. Press this. Press, there you go, that's why it won't fucking turn left. We're actually not at a horrible altitude right now. Go ahead and put that gear down. So So after all that, we might have a fucking first successful non-crash landing, but I doubt it. We'll see. Line up the runway. I'll attempt to activate this, even though it's not gonna fucking work. Oh my god, my brother's knocking on the door. Give me a second. Okay. I don't see the runway. I know we're way too high, it feels like. We're lined up with literally nothing right now. Okay, what? Like, look at this fucking flight plan. Look at this. It's telling me to go over there. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? The airport is over there. Like, what the fuck? If I'm a flight simulator person watching this, you should be ashamed. I get I redirected the flight plan, but the LNAV just would not activate, so let's go and put that landing gear back up, actually. We're gonna have to do a fucking another go around. You can see SoFi over there at least. Somewhere, I don't know. Fuck it, let's just land it on the opposite fucking way. I don't really give a fuck at this point. This game is... Yeah, but I would be ashamed if I was someone at their company watching this. This is not a good look. Literally just speed increases for nothing. Or decreases, I mean. No, for no reason. Just for fun. Just as it wants to. Yeah, control starting to do its bounce, starting to do its thing with the fucking bounce thing. Starting to do its thing. I believe we're landing on the far runway. I don't even know. Let's just assume it's the fucking far runway. Let's make sure we don't crash into the fucking ocean here. Let's go farther out. We're too close to turn. Again, this is not legit at all. It's actually telling me to turn around now, which is interesting. So maybe it fucking changed the runway mid-fucking flight. I mean, I don't know. But it doesn't explain why the fuck the speed just started, and now my speed's increasing. Okay, I gotta decrease fucking thrust, that's why. Probably like a lot. And we can go and start turning here momentarily. I'm just gonna follow that flight plan, that's probably somewhat right. We need to start going down though. Again, this is not legit, I'm still trying to learn how to land, so. Maybe we'll do another quick flight and just fucking try to figure it out, I don't know. There's a plane right there, that's cool. Oh, damn, that's not a real person though. So, I mean, they are landing from this side, so that might be why it wasn't working. Decreasing altitude at a decent rate. Not going fucking horribly fast. I'm just gonna use the fucking rudder at this point to turn, I don't really care. Give me 1 second. Okay. There it is. That does not look legit at all. Hopefully that speed does not get up too high. Actually decreasing, which is a good thing. This is not legit at all. Like I said, who cares? We're just learning. It's not a legit... I'm not gonna count this as a like completed flight or whatever. Landing gear's coming down. I'm not sure the runway's gonna be the right one, I believe. We're going for the far right one. 2,500. That here takes fucking forever to get down, goddamn. Down now, it's just being stupid. It's just fucking doing the sound even though it's down. 3 greens and 3 greens. Gotta go up. I'm gonna have to put thrust into it a little bit, even though I don't want to. Obviously, for obvious reasons. Gotta go up. Too low. I can see by those lights down the left side of the thing. We want 2 reds, 2 whites. So right now we have 4 reds, which means we're too low. You got 1 white for a second. There's also another fucking plane there, which is not legit at all. Alright, 1 white. Just kind of holding it out here, and I'll decrease the thrust again. And 2 whites. I'm going to decrease that thrust. And increase it a little bit. Even though auto throttle is supposed to be on, I can go and turn off auto throttle. Auto throttle goes to, ooh, if I can fucking turn it off, goes it off. Perfect speed right now. Actually, I'm slow, but not, I mean, if I haven't fucking started, whatever. Not a bad approach to end it off, at least. Even though it looks like I might be a little, it says I'm perfectly fine though. I'm not a glide slope idiot, I'm looking at the fucking lights and it's telling me I'm perfect, so shut the fuck up. So after all that, a decent landing it looks like. Ooh, don't go off the runway. Okay, got reverses are out, everything's good. We're actually having a successful landing, just don't mind the fucking stupid SAI. It's like GTA, fucking retarded. How is it not stopping? What the fuck? All the brakes are set. It's auto. Give it some brake ourselves. Like, goddamn. Oh, auto brakes weren't selected. I literally did the auto brakes. What the fuck? Okay, maybe because of auto throttle. That might be why. Alright, and speed brake can go back to normal. And reverse thrust can go back to off. Well, at least we had a successful landing, even though it wasn't fucking pretty because of the dumb shit, but you know. This one can go to auto. Okay, it's just not gonna want to go back, whatever. Stop being an idiot. Go back. Idle and idle. There you go. Increase thrusters, we can taxi off the runway. Taxi light goes to on. And we're using the entire fucking runway, who cares? When you finally get a somewhat successful landing, it helps. It's funny, it's fun. Alright, landing lights can go off. Taxi light is auto. We can go and start up that APU. Increase that engine power. Well, not exactly a smooth landing, but not a horrible landing. Now that I at least know how to fucking do reverse thrust, it helps. Slow down. Giving a master caution for the APU. Not sure why. We'll just go and turn it off right now. Whatever. Just for right now, just so it shuts up. It's kind of satisfying when you actually get a fucking successful landing. Alright, well, we're on the ground here in Los Angeles, so the next flight will be from Los Angeles to somewhere else. Entering active runway, left, right, clear, even though we're kind of not clear because technically someone's taking off above us. Go to this taxiway and slow down. Okay, first, landing where we didn't die. Also, there's an Allegiant livery right there on the left, on the right, and also there's one up here. So that probably hints that they're bringing Allegiant livery. The marketplace is down, like I said, so they're probably going to bring more. Finally did a successful landing. Not exactly routine, because the fucking stupid ass flight bullshit. It also, I think, changed runways at the last second, so that also did not help. I'll slow down a little bit, we're going a little fast. Once I see a medium open gate, if there is one, if not, then we'll just have to steal that one, because there's not usually a bunch of empty ones, we'll see. I don't think these are even real fucking gates right here, these are just faulty fucking fake ones. Also, it said the altitude was 150 feet, but it's not 150 feet, it's 0. It's next to the ocean. I was kind of questioning that whenever the hell it said that. So I'll turn on the under powers a little bit more. That's a little too low. Okay, there's an available gate right there. Fuck it, we'll just do that one, slow down. There's just a bunch of available gates right here to the right. Hopefully it doesn't just spawn a fucking plane in the last second. These are small aircrafts, so no they're not. Left side is good. There's a bunch of shit in that way for that one, so we'll have to go down to the other one over here. It'll be gate, I don't know, what does it say? There's one behind me? No, not a real person. Alright, I'm gonna go a little bit of engine power just so we can start going. I might do another flight, so I might just leave it like it is. Even though I never technically completed the fucking route, so I'm gonna have to learn how to deplete the route. We're gonna go to this one right here, so it's gonna start slowing down. Very, 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 very much so. 72A will be the gate that we're at. Have to go a little bit faster. Let's give it like 35-ish. Actually, we're gonna have to go higher because we're gonna be making a turn. It needs more power when you're turning. And you can go and start bringing that engine power down to 0 pretty much. Kind of a bad turn there, but oh well. Usually you'd have a marshaller that helps you with this shit, so it's kind of not my fault. A little bit more. And 3, 2, 1, go. There you go. And parking brake is set. Final fucking land. Somewhat done flight. Alright, landing lights are off, taxi light can go to off. Engine start switches, I'm assuming are going to go to off. Let me just do the shutdown check this real quick. Approach, did all that, even though it didn't work. Landing, thrust levers, post-flight. Taxi out, parking, shutdown. Shutdown. Engine start levers to cut off, which is all the way to the right, I believe. Let me just double check. I know. Engine start levers, oh, never mind, right here. Engine start levers to cut off. Anti-collision lights go to off. Fuck, no, anti-collision lights go to off. Exit lights, emergency exit lights go to off as well. Fuel pumps go to off. Except for this one, if you want to keep the thing on. Window heating and probes can go to off. Anti-ice was never turned on. Probes can go to off. Wing go to off. Electrical hydraulic pumps can go to off. Engine hydraulic pumps can go to off. And switch goes to off. Even because we're not doing another flight, it's already off. Flight directors go to off and off. APU bleed. Make sure it's off. It is. Auto brake selector off. Engine bleeder switch. I already did that. Alright, we're good. Securing. Oh, I think there's much we need to do. Cabin and utility power. Why we might as well just do cold and dark. Fuck it. IFE and passenger heat's off. Emergency lights off. Left and right path. Standby power goes to off. And master switch goes to off. Well, there you have it. There is the first successful landing of mine. I obviously have not mastered it at all. A decent taxi in, but everything up to the approach, like the end of the approach, is what pretty much the approach is what I need to figure out. I don't know. So I might do another stream, or I might do it off stream. But thank you guys for watching. United Airlines, Sacramento to Los Angeles. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good rest of your day.